Former football star George Weah has been elected as Libya's president with 98.1% of the vote counted. Mr. Weah led with 61.5% to Vice President Joseph Boakai's 38.5%. Mr. Weah will succeed Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Africa's first elected female president, in Liberia's first handover in decades.
Former football star George Weah is president-elect of Liberia. After garnering more than 60% of the vote cast, he beat his opponent Joseph Boakai to claim victory, setting up the first peaceful transfer of power in the Western African nation since 1944. And as news of Mr. Weah's victory emerged, the supporters began celebrating and jubilating in the capital, Monrovia.
President was castigated in so many ways. They call him so many names. They call him, he is not educated, he is not competent. But this is the man that his dream come true. I'm too overblown and excited. George Weah, the president of Liberia.
It will succeed Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Africa's first elected female president and the country's first democratic handover in decades. Liberia has stabilized in the past decade after a long and bloody civil war, but it is still struggling with acute poverty and corruption. In producing Africa's first elected female president, it has now produced its first ex-footballer as head of state.
I'm sure the sporting community will be so excited to see one of their own lead in the country. Ayo has more on sports news.
Nigeria Football Federation President Amaju Pinnick has raised the hopes of the Super Falcons again. Now, the NFF president confirmed on our sports program that a world-class coach will be appointed in 2 weeks, and arrangements for the Falcons to play France in April have now been concluded. He also explained the reason behind Randy Waldrum's failed deal.
Next 2 weeks, we'll be signing a world-class coach coming with his assistant for the Super Falcons. That's our next stop. We've arranged a friendly game with the Super Falcons and France, which of course I think is coming up on the 4th of April. That I can tell you, because that has been signed. It doesn't have any confidentiality clause. We're also trying to see if they can play another female team, so they will do a double-header, because their next qualifying game for the World Cup is in June. So we are trying to see if we can do that. So we are ready for them, because we know that they have great talent.
Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has been forced to defend his club's decision to sign defender Virgil van Dijk for £75 million. Van Dijk will join Liverpool when the January transfer window opens. The manager said the market had changed in the last 6 months.
I'm surprised about the development in the last 2 years, let me say, because it was there were big steps, and but the last half year changed pretty much everything, and we cannot, as a club, we cannot change that. It's of course it's not each club would be able to do it, but a lot of clubs are able to do it, and they will do it in the future. And it's all about how the market always is. It's about the need and the opportunity.
And that's sports news. The rest of the news at 10 continues in a moment.
A wave of anti-government demonstrations have hit several major cities in Iran, including the capital, Tehran, a day after rallies in the northeast. A large number of protesters reportedly turned out in some cities in the northern and western parts of the country, while smaller protests erupted elsewhere. The protests, which began as demonstrators were kicking against rising prices, have spiraled into a general outcry against government policies. And to find out what's up and not in the world of entertainment, Mayowa Ogundele is here.
Many thanks. The year-end keeps getting better as more entertainers promote peace and unity in the music industry. Following Wizkid and Davido's surprise makeup last week, members of the defunct Mohits group reunited for performance at Davido's 30 Billion concert. 5 years after their split. Don Jazzy, D'banj, Wande Cole, The Prince, Dr. Sid and K-Switch hit the stage to perform some of their classic hits such as Quere, Booty Call, Give It To Me, Pop Something and Suddenly. Mavin Records' First Lady Tiwa Savage wraps up the year with a video to the title track of her latest body of work, the 6-track Sugarcane EP. The colorful visuals were directed by Meji Alabi. This follows the recent release of the video for Malo, a collaborative work featuring Starboy Wizkid. The video became the #1 trending video in Nigeria shortly after release on YouTube. And former member of popular boy band Style Plus, Tunde, continues to promote a solo career with the release of new music material. The R&B pop singer is out with a video for his new song, Kini Moleshe, written by Tunde Akinsomi, White Knight and Paul Play Dairo. The video was shot by FX Maximum Colors.
My darling, my baby, my love for you ain't shady.
And that's it from me. Thanks for watching. The rest of the news continues shortly.
And the main news again. The Group Managing Director of the NNPC today admitted that petrol is still being subsidized as he gave an assurance that the worst of the ongoing fuel crisis is over. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinlami.